Okay, welcome to episode 2 of this awesome adventure we, of course, are doing In Search of the Great Wildcat of Rains, the Emerald. Last time, just to give a little bit of recap on episode 1, we are in the land of Amoria, and there's an ancient gem of unrivaled power known as the Wildcat of Rains, crafted by the legendary archmage Emery Rains himself. After passing at a remarkable age of 200 years, the gemstone disappeared. In last episode, we talked to Lord Hooten, a wealthy merchant who gave us a quest to go find the gem that was hidden inside of the Rains library. Once there, we had a little bit of trouble getting through the front door, but we solved a couple of riddles. We got in, looked around, and then there was a door that turned into a mimic that attacked us, and we got through the door by choking him to death by Throg over here. So with that, we got through the door, and we are now inside of the inner sanctum of the library. It is a room that is emanating red, and there are stained glass windows on each side. At the very end of this room, we see a pedestal, and on the pedestal is a red leather-bound book with golden pages, and you can see that it's emanating some sort of magical ability. Someone did a perception check last time, and they found out that you're inside of this room, and not everything is exactly how it appears. The walls and the ground seem to be pulsating for some reason. With that being said, we jump right into episode 2 today, inside of the Rains Library Inner Sanctum. What would you like to do, adventurers?
Can I toss something on the floor of the room? Absolutely,
yes. What would you like to toss on the room?
One of my throwing knives.
One of your throwing knives. Okay, fantastic. Throw the throwing knife down on the ground. It bounces and it skids, and you notice when it hits the ground, it looks as if there's like this carpet that goes all the way down to the pedestal and the book. And when it hits the ground, it looks like maybe just for a second, when the sharp part hits it, it kind of like the magnet fades a little bit, and there's like stone underneath, and then it comes back to the carpet. It's almost like it opens it up a scotch and then it closes.
Can I do an insight check for traps?
Absolutely. Let's go right ahead. 3. Fantastic. You look around the room, you're like, it's cool. I like the color red. And that's all you see. Anybody else like to do anything? Does anybody have any detect magic spells or anything else they might be able to use to figure out what is going on with this room?
Can I also do an insight check?
Absolutely. Go ahead and do an insight check. You can also do investigation checks, perception checks.
22.
Wow, fantastic. So for some reason, even though you are a rogue, aren't you? Fantastic. So even being a rogue, you have been around magic before. You've done some very interesting quests in the past. And you realize that this magic is a minor illusion to this room. And you don't really know what the room is hiding, but it is definitely an illusion that you're seeing something that is not 100% there. Would you like to step further into the room?
Thrag wants to go further.
Fantastic. Okay, good deal. So, as Thrag just kind of walks into the room, I'm Thrag, kind of walks into the room or whatever. Obviously, he takes about 6 steps in, and on his 6th step, the floor kind of goes down a little bit, and it's like, and he's like, oh, looks down. There is an iron gate that shuts everybody in this room and locks. It's the iron bars that closes you guys in this particular room. And you all kind of have the hair on the back of your neck, not my neck, but on the back of your neck kind of stand up a little bit. And you also hear kind of like faintly in the distance kind of a we're gonna die, is that what you just said? And we're gonna die.
What was that?
You hear the whispers on the walls. Open the book. Open the book.
I volunteered Thrag to open the books.
Thrag open book?
I volunteered.
Thrag open book. All right, fantastic. So Thrag walks up to said book, and he opens the book up. And Thrag can't read well, but Thrag know that there are words and it's same word on every page. So there is something that is very similar about every page in the book, and Throg look confused.
What this? What this is?
Is anyone not having -1 intelligence that would like to read what's on the page?
Sure.
Awesome. So, of course, we have our rogue, our tabaxi, walking up the steps and kind of like hop up on a little pedestal, cat-like, and look at it. And you can read the words quite well, where Thrag is just like, words. And it says, I have no mouth, yet I can speak. I have no legs, but I can still creep. I have no heart, yet I cause fear. What am I?
I mean, we broke that one creep guy's legs, so he doesn't have legs.
That's a little
He's
stupid.
also like super dead in the other room. He fell onto like the trap and died.
Can you read the riddle again?
Yes, of course. So on every single page of this book, no matter where you flip, it says, I have no mouth, yet I can speak. I have no legs, but I can creep. I have no heart, yet I cause fear. What am I? Chicka chicka.
Thrag. Can you say darkness?
Darkness.
Okay, with that, go ahead and do an athletics check. And you got to roll above a 19.
Over 19. What? Oh no, 17 plus 7.
That is a Thrag problem. Fantastic. You jump out of the way as this black lightning bolt shoots out of the book and hits the wall behind you guys. Momentarily, as the lightning bolt hits the wall behind you, kind of where the grate of iron is that locked you in this place, you can see the minor illusion just kind of dissipate for probably about like 5 or 6 seconds. And it is a very dingy, creepy, almost like a prison cell. There's like mold on the walls. There's massive stonage. It just looks really, really decrepit, and then it kind of heals, and it's back to this almost like sanctuary, red, glowing, beautiful glass windows.
That wasn't the right answer.
I'm glad you volunteered.
Would you like to say it again? Who wants to have Thrax say darkness again?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I will read it one more time. I have no mouth, yet I can speak. I have no legs, but I can still creep. I have no heart, yet I cause fear. What am I?
No mouth, no legs, no heart. What?
But can speak, can creep, and can put in fear. Cause fear.
I'm at a loss, guys.
So I get scared of spiders.
Would you like to say spider?
No,
Spiders
no,
have
no,
legs. Spiders have legs.
no. Is there a way we can get a hint?
Well, you can probably let's do it maybe a wisdom check, intelligence check. If you guys want to do it, probably intelligence more than wisdom. You can do an
Okay.
intelligence check. Tell me what you get.
Who has the highest intelligence?
I smart.
I have +0.
I have +1.
I also have +1.
Thrag is smart.
So I guess -1.
What do you all get? Reals pluses on your intelligence. +2.
What did you get? +1 to what? Did you roll to 1? Oh, 4. You got a 5. Okay.
Okay.
You're like, I don't know, guys.
2.
A 2. These walls are tiny.
I got 9.
You got 9. Everybody in this group
I
is
have 10.
17. Someone has some intelligence going on here. Okay, fantastic. So as you kind of get closer to the book, you realize that the kind of like the whispers that said, open the book is kind of emanating from the book itself. And so as you kind of like fan the pages as a book, looking at the same thing over and over and over again, you hear subtly this, say my name.
Read the riddle one last time.
It doesn't have to be the last time, but
Yeah,
okay. Just one more and we'll never hear it again. Okay, so it's I have no mouth, yet I can speak. I have no legs, but I can still creep. I have no heart, yet I cause fear. What am I?
Is it a book?
Okay, roll your athletics. Okay, you got to get above an 18 on athletics.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay, fantastic. All right. This black bolt hits you directly in the chest. You ding against what looks like the stained glass windows. As you like go across the wall, hit the ground, you get 19 points of damage. And like you have like a like you're like your outfit is like completely charred, and you can see your skin underneath, and it's just like you got like blisters and probably 3rd-degree burns on your chest, and you're like kind of like skid across the ground, just like
Bro, you're done for.
One health.
So,
Does
you have
anybody-
1 health. You have 1 health right now. Don't say another word. Please don't say another word. Now, hold on. Everybody give me a perception check.
19.
5.
10.
Good job. Is
21.
17.
13.
19's the
21.
best. 21?
14.
Okay, so the man that was burned. Okay, as you were flipping across the wall and getting electrocuted, just like. You realize that when you hit the wall and the stained glass, like the magic kind of like faded from the minor illusion, there was a enormous painting of, it looks like probably whoever owned this library or this room. And so most likely this is hiding a giant portrait of whoever this person is. And so as you hit the ground, you're just like, man, I wonder who that guy was. Say my name.
Mr. Lance.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
It's not.
Okay, you got to roll a 19?
It rolled on the cord, doesn't count.
They don't count.
Okay, roll again. Oh, dun dun dun.
That's 9 plus 7.
16.
16. All right, didn't quite get it. So you get 12 points of damage as it hits you in your leg, and you flip around in a circle and hit the ground.
Okay, do we have any mages that have healing spells?
Because everyone is getting shook right now.
I've had 1 health.
Say my name.
If you have rations, you can also take those.
Can I take rations?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Roll 2d4. That's the pyramid-looking one, and whatever that is, that's your health. Say my name.
I got 4
You have rolled it twice.
and 4.
You got 8 points of health back. There you go. So now you're at a 9. You will probably not survive.
Better than 1.
Say my name.
Can I read the title of the book and the author?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. So you just walk up to it and you flip to the front of the book, and it says A Memoir by Emery Rains.
I say Emery Rains to solve the riddle.
Just kidding. Yes. So that particular. No. Okay. So yeah. So basically, at that moment, the minor illusion completely goes away. You are in a particular room, and the book actually kind of disappears at that moment. And in the place of the book, it looks like it is a phantom or a ghost-like person that looks like an archmage. And this guy kind of comes forth, and he's like, "You have solved my riddle. Very good. What do you seek? Tell me, what do you seek?
The gem.
You seek the Wildcat of Rains. Good.
Could I do a perception check?
Yes, of course. Go right ahead.
I got 19.
Fantastic. You should be very scared. With that being said, on your perception, he waves his hand, this ghost-like figure, and the ground opens up with a and there is steps downwards. And he said, "If you pass my test, it is yours."
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
So
Fine.
Tabaxi just like flips down the steps. Okay. The rest of you guys, would you like to enter the hole?
Dag wants
Sure.
to enter.
I don't have a choice,
Sure.
so yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So everybody walks down in the hole, and as you guys kind of like walk into this particular area, obviously it gets really, really dark, almost like you can see absolutely nothing whatsoever, and then it becomes bright, extremely bright, and you guys are. It looks like this is probably some sort of an illusion, most likely, but you're not sure. You're inside of a gladiatorial arena. And as you guys are in the gladiatorial arena, you turn around and the gate behind you, those steps that led into that area of the library, completely close. People are cheering all around. There's hundreds of thousands of people in this giant arena cheering. And then, of course, you see the ghost-like form, now much more human, stand up from the very top. And he announces, "Let it begin." And with that, you hear something first. This gate opens and this enormous, massive stone cat appears. This giant wildcat, probably about 75 foot tall by about 30 foot across, made out of solid stone, walks out of this ginormous gate, and it closes it behind this wildcat. Then you hear Rains himself, Emery Rains, "If you defeat my champion, it is yours." All right, so now we're in a battle against this enormous battle cat, and we're going to call it the Stone Wildcat. And he looks at all of you, and of course, it's just a giant just growl from this massive wildcat. And we're going to go around the table. You guys can go first, and then it's going to be the wildcat's turn because it's an evil wildcat, but it'll let you try to do something before you are slaughtered. So you're going to go first. We're going to go around the corner this way, just so we don't have to do initiative order. And you can try to do something.
Okay, let me use my long sword to
Okay.
try and pierce the stone wildcat.
Fantastic, wonderful. So with that sword, you go ahead and roll and tell me what you get.
That didn't roll right.
Should be a D20, and then add your attack modifier on top of it. Should be right next to the sword. It should be a plus like 7 or plus 9.
I got 8.
Total?
Yep.
Fantastic. So you run straight at the feet, to the claws of this thing. Of course, the claws itself are probably like here, just like this enormous like stone claw. And you just start going up and you're like, shing, bing, 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 bing. And it just like looks at you, and it's just, you just kind of hear the cat just like, and then I need you to go ahead and do an athletics check to see if it flicks you with one of its toes.
8.
I'm sorry. That did not work. This massive cat just kind of like with its like one of its toes just goes bing and flings you across the ground. You take 9 points of damage as you're rolling across the dirt of this arena. Just and that all that happens. Now we're up to cat versus cat. Right now, one is slightly larger than the other.
So, can I try talking to it?
Absolutely, yes.
So clearly, we're both cats, so I don't think you really gotta hurt me. But these guys, they all after you. They want your blood.
Wow.
Yeah, cat to cat. I'm okay with this. Do you want to help me kill them?
No, but I think I'll watch from the sides if that's okay. I'll help you if you need help.
Sure. Hey, how about this? Cat to cat. Just right up on my shoulder. And so like you like run up, you're on top, you're like riding cat, and you're just like got the best view, and you're fine. Is there anything you like to do while you're on the back of the cat?
No.
Cool. All right. You might
Ain't
survive
no
this
way.
battle. All right, now it is your turn.
I would like to jump at the cat with my longsword and try to stab it.
Fantastic. Go ahead and see if you can stab through stone.
Which cat?
Which cat?
The large stone cat, I rolled a 10
A 10 plus what? What is your modifier on that?
plus 6.
Plus 6. No. So you run up and try to stab it where? In like the paw?
Like, yeah, the paw.
Okay, cool.
Pretty big.
So you're trying to hit it in the paw, and it's not even chipping off like the sand that's on the front of the paw. It's just kind of like, I need you to do an athletics check to see if you dodge it. You need to get over a 17. What did you make?
11.
Okay, and did you add your if you have
Plus 6, so 17.
17. So okay, fantastic. Dodges out of the way. The cat tries to step on you, and you're just like, and you just like go out of the way. You probably don't make that sound effect, but you dodge out of the way, and you're good to go. All right, Quinn, you're up next. What do you got?
I want to look for weak points.
Weak points. Okay, fantastic. So go and do a perception check and see if there is anything.
A 2.
I think we should stab its legs, guys. It keeps working, I think. And that's all you got. Okay, cool. What do you have? Make sure you put it right next to your mouth.
My scorching ray.
Scorching ray, fantastic. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage on that and tell me how much you get.
3.
3. Okay, fantastic. So sure enough, you chipped one of its nails slightly. So now its nail was this long, and now it's this long. Congratulations. You have done the first damage of the game. Not a lot, but you have done the first damage of the game. Congratulations. All right, now I need you to roll because it is mad at you and see if it kicks you. So go ahead and roll. You got to have an athletics of at least a 17.
16.
I'm sorry. Do you have an athletics bonus? Oh, I'm sorry. And you take 13 points of damage as it just hits you with its claw, and you go. Fantastic. We are doing well. We may not survive. Your turn.
Could I perform an insight check?
Absolutely, sure.
An 8.
Fantastic. So with an 8, you know what? I'll do a contested roll to see how the cat's doing because I don't have a roll on that. Okay, a 6. Okay, cat's stupid. Okay, anyway. So you can sense with the cat that basically he has a job, and his job is to protect this gem at any cost. And that is his role in life. He was created by Emery Rains eons ago, and he knows that this arena, everything was built specifically for him, and that it is a place for him to house for the rest of eternity, to never escape, and just to protect this gem. But if the gem is taken, then finally he can be at rest. It's a lot of insight for that role, but that's okay. It was a dumb cat. A lot on his face. Okay, anything else you like to? Anything else you want to do? You can attack if you want to, or dodge, or hide.
I feel like maybe something that could be good to do is to talk to it.
Okay.
Maybe it's tired.
Maybe. All right, so talk to it.
Well, how long have you been doing this? Let's see. You've probably been doing this for a while now, and you probably are really tired. Your life's been a little bit rocky.
Ba-boom.
I don't want to put you in a landslide or anything. But maybe you need a break. And maybe we can give that to you.
Okay, so are you going to try to persuade it? Go ahead and do roll your d20 and then add your persuasion on that. And tell me what you get as far as persuading this beast.
I got a 17.
So it looks at you and is like, well, I wouldn't mind actually just disappearing into the ether, but I have a job to do. You seem pretty cool. I'm going to spare you till the end because you're nice. All right, next one.
I'll drink my black
Blood.
liquid to transform me into a beast.
Oh, fantastic. That is awesome. Okay, cool. So you go ahead and you gulp it down, the whole thing. And then all of a sudden you just feel this like burning sensation inside your soul. And all of a sudden everyone starts looking at you. And immediately things start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden you see flames everywhere. And as you kind of get off the ground a second later, the cat kind of backs up a little bit and it's like, whoa. It looks at you. Everybody else is just kind of staring at you right now. You are floating about 2.5 foot off the ground, kind of just like. You are a flaming squirrel.
What?
But with your flaming squirrel powers, you can fly. You also have health of 75, and you can fling not only fireball but fire bolt. So you have those two abilities at your disposal. So you are a small fire squirrel. Congratulations, and you're very fast.
Can I still attack?
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
then I'll use Firebolt.
Okay, cool. So let me pull that up real quick and get all the stuff in there. Let's do here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Firebolt is it is 1d10 fire damage, and then I'll give you both. Fireball is 8d6 fire damage. All right, so
Can I change to Fireball?
you can. You haven't done anything yet. You're just sitting there like kind of like Goku, just kind of like. So yeah, your voice also sounds like that. I'm sorry. So go ahead and roll and see if you hit. You also have on all of your attacks a +10 to attack.
3.
That's 13 altogether. Okay. So you summon this giant fireball, and you're just like, cat with cat-like reflexes. It's like, meow, and it goes right underneath the cat. It does blow a hole in the side of this arena, which is pretty cool. So there's like this huge hole in the arena, and then you can see like this beautiful like prairies and hills and mountains. And you probably also barbecued like 200 people that were cheering in that section. So just mass murder all around. And it kind of smells like burnt hair and bodies. Okay, good job. So now you have a hole in the side of the arena and hundreds of people are dead. Good job, squirrel. All right, next.
The first thing I'll do is use my second win.
Okay.
Which I get a second action to regain my hit points.
Fantastic. So go ahead and roll, and then it gets even more health because you're sitting at a 9, I think.
I am.
Dun, dun, dun.
I get +8 plus my fighter level, which is 5, so I get 13.
13 back. Okay, good. Now you're sitting back at not dying. That's good, especially if you have to jump out of the way or something.
And the second thing I want to do is I want to hit this cat like a truck
Like a truck.
with my sword. Like
Oh,
a
okay.
truck.
Not with your head or anything. Okay, good. You just-
No, I'm gonna swing my greatsword like a truck. and
like
hit
a
it
truck,
really,
and
really
just hit it
hard.
as hard as you can. Okay, good, good, good. So go ahead and roll and see what you got here. What'd you get?
3 + 4 + 7.
3 + 4, 7, 14. No, 14 does not hit against this thing. So you run it like a truck. You hit it as hard as you can, over and over and over and over and over, until finally the cat actually notices you because of the lack of damage that is happening with this sword. Your sword is probably a little dull at this point, just smacking it against stone, and it just looks down. Go ahead and try to jump out of the way. You have to roll at least a 16 to jump out of the way.
Got a 15.
Well, don't you have an athletics modifier? You
Oh,
should.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, you should be able to dodge it.
I got a 22.
Yeah, no, you're good. So you easily jump out of the way. You're feeling pretty good. You know, you jumped out, no problem, good to go. Now it is up to you. Don't choke it. What are you gonna do?
Can Thrag use rage?
Thrag can rage, dude. You rage on.
I want to rage. I want to rage, run at him, and give him a wet willy.
You're going to like shove your like
Shove
arm in.
my hand axe in his ear.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, okay, that is something. Okay, so there's a couple things to do it because he is very high off the ground. Like, so you're gonna have to do an athletics check first. So to see if you can actually climb up to the ear part, because he's not, like, his head's not on the ground. So you have to roll a 16 to be able to climb up to the ear. So roll your d20 first and see if you get at least a 16.
18.
Let's go.
18, fantastic. So you kind of like, probably while this dude is just like hacking his foot, you're just like climbing up the back of the cat, just like, you can't climb up on top. You like run across the back, and now you're like kind of like, you run past the cat. Cat's like, like, hi, and you're just like, run over, and you're like, now you're like right above like the ear. You're kind of like straddling like the ear, like holding it. It's like this big with your hand axe. So let's go ahead and roll and see if you actually can get the axe in the ear.
So with
I will say for this, because the cat has not noticed you this entire time for some reason. Let's go ahead and roll with advantage and see if you can just go.
So that's what? Plus 2.
Advantage is you're going to roll it twice, and then you're going to take the higher of the two.
7. There. 7.
You just rolled 7 twice.
but hold on.
But what's your hand axe? Or whatever your axe was. You should have some sort of like plus like 7 or something.
Then it's plus 7.
So you got 14 total.
Then plus 4 slashing damage.
No, that's on the damage one. So you've got okay. So you rolled a 14 is what I'm hearing, right? Okay, so with the 14 doesn't quite
But I'm
get.
raging. That's plus 2.
Oh, that is. Well, that's 14, 50. That's but 50.
It's
Okay, you know what?
19.
You know what?
Oh wait, that's not.
It's not 19.
16.
It's 16. Yeah, I was like, what? What type of weird math are
16.
you
But 16 will
doing?
do it, right? 16 will do it.
16 won't do it. But let's just do this. I will say this because the cat is confused watching you hack the leg in this moment. We're going to just do a contested roll to see if this works. You have to beat this dice. You have to beat a 15. Just roll your d20. Just straight 15 contested roll.
15.
Okay, so he wins. So that's cool. So he shoves this thing directly in the ear, rotor-rootering this cat. I guess. Go ahead and roll your damage, and let's see what we get on this.
D6.
It's whatever your damage is on your hand axe. I'm not really sure what it is.
D6.
Yep.
Which one is that?
It's just D6 is like your normal, just like cube. Yeah. That's it.
6.
All right, fantastic. So you got that, and you got plus something on it. Is it plus anything?
Plus 7.
Okay, good. Plus 7. Okay.
That's the best I can do.
That's pretty good. Okay, so with that being said, you go in there and you just like, and cat starts just flailing back and forth, jumps up in the air, is trying to like get you off, like trying to like flick you off its ear, causing lots of damage. With that being said, I do need to do an athletics check to see if this giant paw hits you. You got to roll above a 17 to be able to get out. Not
18.
being 18. Good lord. Okay, so apparently he's gonna hit you, and you're just like hee hee, and jump back on the ear. Cat lands back on the ground, and you're completely fine, just straddling the ear. Cat's on the back doing great, just chilling, and everything's fine. Now it is the cat's turn. So everyone's like, "Oh no,
I'm sure.
oh no." You're fine. You've got the immunity card for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna do earth-shattering pounce. So he's gonna jump straight in the air, fly straight down, and there's gonna be this shock wave that shoots out. So everybody has to roll to try to get away from that shock wave. Think about like mini boss style. All right, and you guys who rolled below a 19 with athletics.
With
16.
athletics? Not me.
Awesome,
With
fantastic.
athletics.
All right, everybody takes 10 damage. Boom.
Whoa.
So everyone got. Is
Whoa.
anybody dead?
Whoa.
Yes.
15 plus 7 is what? It's higher than 19.
No, I said whoever did get below.
You said
that.
10 damage?
Yeah, 10 damage. Everybody takes 10 damage.
Well, I took damage.
All right, we're good to go. Now we're back into it. So everybody who rolled underneath that 19 takes 10 damage. Now it's going to go ahead and it's going to swipe at, let's say you're an awesome one. Let's go for you. It's going to try to hit you straight in the head and smush you. You've got to roll. Go ahead and let me roll this real quick. Plus 10. 18. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 18, chainmail plus shield.
Okay, so it's an 18, and I rolled an 18, right? Know what I just said? Okay, so 18. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit you hard in the chest, and I'm gonna do sucks 8 points of damage as I slam you against to the ground. For my so you got -8 if you want to write that down against your health. What's your health at now? Yeah, how low is your health?
Oh, I have 30 health, but -8. So.
Yeah, -8. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, you're still in the 20s. All right, and then for my third attack, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my breath weapon, which I am shooting fire out of my mouth. If any of you guys are resistant to fire, you will not take any sort of damage in this attack. So with that being said, you're like, I'm a flaming squirrel. It's not
Where's that?
hurt me. Okay. So everybody, I want you to let's do an athletics check. I need you guys to roll. If anybody rolls underneath a 16, let me know. Raise your hand if it's under 16. I'll roll damage over here.
10.
All right.
19.
Those two people? Okay, good.
24.
If it's under, then you're going to take 5 points of damage. Now, with this being said, you now gain 5 points of health because the flame feeds your power. So now you're plus 5. All right. Now, those are all of my abilities on there. We're going to go around for round 2 and see if we can get this thing down to 0. Landon, you are up.
Okay.
The only thing that's really hurt it so far is the Q-tip attack. The barbarian Q-tip.
Let me use my action surge so I can do one additional action.
Excellent, good. So you got 2 attacks, wonderful. So what's the first one you're gonna do?
Where is the gym? Just right behind the said stone wildcat?
Nobody has asked where the gym actually is at this point. So can someone give me a perception check? I don't care who, give me the highest, and see if anybody knows.
17.
I got 20.
15.
20, anybody 20?
22.
22? Okay, good. So as you guys just saw this massive flame attack, when this animal, this stone wildcat, opened its mouth, the gemstone is actually powering that entire ability inside of its mouth. So the gemstone is at the back of the mouth, and it shot out the fire, and the gemstone is red. So now that you guys can see it, and it is probably about the size of, let's say, I don't know, Captain America's shield. It's kind of like this big. This is how big that gem is. All right? Cool.
Can I try with my long sword to pry the mouth open of this stone wildcat?
Sure. So you're going to have to climb up there first. So go ahead and do an athletics. To do an athletics, you got to roll a 16 or higher. Plus your athletics modifier.
I got an 11.
You did not. So you got up to kind of like the elbow of the back of the cat. So while everyone was getting fried, you were kind of like climbing up the back. So you're kind of like right around this area right now. But that is not it. You still have 2 actions, regardless of that.
Okay.
You're probably like tail height almost.
Tail height. Let's see.
What do you want to do?
Can I continue to try to climb the wildcat?
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you do it one more time. So go ahead for this one. Since you're already halfway up, you got to roll over a 13.
Okay. 6 plus. I got a 12.
That's a.
Is
Okay.
it? Oh, it was? Okay, gotcha. So 9 plus 6, 17.
Oh, so you did get it. So you went, and now you're on the back of the back next to the tabaxi, just kind of chilling up there. So you're like on top of the back of the cat. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Try to. Let's see. Try to pry the mouth open of this stone.
Cool,
stone
absolutely.
cat.
So you're gonna have to do a strength check. You're gonna have to pry this thing open by yourself. You're gonna have to roll a 18 or higher.
Okay. 18 plus 3, 21.
Fantastic. So you go in there and you get your sword in there and you jump in there like with your whole body and your sword just like and the cat's just like this, and you are standing inside of the mouth of the cat completely.
Just stuck in there.
No, he's just kind of like holding the teeth up. He's just kind of like ah. Flaming Scroll's like, okay.
Do I still have one more action, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Is it just kind of like, is the gem just like inside its mouth, or is it like connected like it's...
You can tell that it's like in there. You would probably have to like get like a crowbar or something to like kind of like pop it out of this thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Will my will my lance still be stuck inside the mouth of the stone cat if I try to escape?
Well, and that's kind of the problem. So you're kind of like stuck like Superman style, like holding it down.
Gotcha.
So if you kind of like move anything, you're kind of stuck with its mouth open right now. You might be able to like move like one leg or something, but like that's pretty much you're basically just like holding this thing open. And if it does its flame attack, you're
So just stay there.
done.
I'm gonna hope and pray that someone can get this gem while I have the stone cat's mouth pried open.
Okay, so mouth is pried open. We're now moving on to Tabaxi.
So I would like to serve as a distraction for the next person and start talking to the cat.
Fantastic, wonderful.
So clearly you're in quite a predicament right now, and well, I'm just going to play you some music. I pull out my flute and start playing for the cat.
Okay, cool. And the cat's just like, as you're like holding open the jaw. Okay, fantastic, wonderful. You know what? Let's do a performance check with you. Go ahead and roll and do performance and see what happens.
20.
20, fantastic. It's a great performance. So, okay, that was a spam on my phone. Anyway, so yeah, clearly the cat kind of like sits back and it's like not. You can tell it's kind of like soothe the cat a little bit for whatever reason. It's kind of like taking this like dentist approach of like holding its fangs open. All right, now it's your turn, sir. What would you like to do?
Can I try and climb up the cat into its mouth to try and pry?
Yeah, sure. So go ahead and do an athletics check and see if you can jump in too. You got your athletics. You have to do a 17 to climb up the cat while it's in this position.
15
Plus, what's your athletics?
6.
plus 6.
And you totally like, and now you're like, I don't know, is that how it sounds when you climb? And you like get inside the mouth, and you're just like, he's over there like, and you're like just kind of like chilling, like next to one of the molars, going, whoa.
It smells really bad in here.
Yeah, it does. It smells like cat up in here. Anyway, so what do you want to do in the gato mouth?
Can I try and lodge my longsword into like the kind of crevice that the gem is in? Is
Yeah.
possible?
Try to like pry it open.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, so go ahead and you get it in there, and you go ahead and tell me what your roll will be. So go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can pry that out.
1.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
So you pull out your sword and you're like, I got it, guys. And you go for it. It dings off the emerald, comes back. You stab yourself straight in the foot. You cause yourself 7 points of damage. It goes all the way through your foot and stuck into the stone tongue of the beast.
Would that cause-
So now you are stuck in the mouth no matter what with it in your foot. Yes.
Would that cause damage to the stone cat?
Yes, the damage. Oh, actually, yes. Let me roll for damage. You know what? Go ahead and roll damage on that sword and tell me how much you just damaged the cat by stabbing it in the tongue
Through your foot.
through your foot.
5
Plus
5
6.
plus 6.
Oh, nice.
11.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. So straight up, you do it with so much force. It goes like through your foot, through the tongue, and you can see like a little bit of like stuff, like stone coming out the bottom of the mouth of this cat because like you stabbed it in so hard. Congratulations for filleting yourself. Woo, fillets. All right, next one. What do you got? Now it is your turn. What do you do?
I stay on the ground because if I climb up, I'll probably fall.
Okay, fair enough.
And just in case it moves, so I can hit it if it tries.
So you're basically just kind of like waiting, sort of, just to see if anything attacks you. Okay, cool. So right now it is completely distracted. It does not hit you at all. It is just kind of like freaked out. Is there any sort of action you want to do before we move on?
Not yet.
Okay, fantastic. So now we are over there to the end of the table. What do we got down here? Somebody is napping clearly at the end of the table. Now, what would you like to do?
How about a shield?
Do you have a shield on your thing? Oh, fantastic. So that's just added to your armor class. So you do have your shield up and you're good to go. Is there anything you want to do to actually attack the cat? You have fireball this entire time. Okay, yeah, fireball would be great. Now, where are you aiming fireball? Because we have 2 heroes stuck in the mouth of the cat right now.
Trying to get the gem.
And one on the back of the cat. playing a flute?
Maybe his chest.
All right, cool. So like front chest. Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll, and we're going to see how much damage that causes, because that is pretty powerful. So,
3.
well, roll your damage dice. I'm pretty sure if it's fireball, it's much more powerful than that. What does the damage dice on that say on fireball? It should say about halfway down. I think I'll have to look and see here. I think it's 8d6 is what it is. Is that what it says? It should say like 8d6 fire damage. Does it say it on there? If it doesn't, it's 8d6, I promise. All right, go ahead and roll 8d6, and then we should be good to go. Guess I didn't put it on there. No. A d6 is a normal dice that you would have in like Parcheesi or something like that. It's a 6-sided die that looks like this. So roll 6 of those. If someone wants to do the math and figure out how much that is, and then we'll put down the damage.
I do math.
You don't do math. You're like 6,000.
Sorry, Thrag.
Yeah, Thrag does not get to do math.
6.
All of those equaled 6.
3.
You're killing me right now. Just name each one. So 6 was the first one, right?
Yeah.
What was the next one?
5.
Okay, that's 2.
I got 2.
Okay, it's 3.
Another 3.
All right,
And another 6.
6. Is that
5. We're at 5.
okay? So we have 3 more. So 3 more times.
Another 5.
Okay.
Another 1.
Wow.
And another 5.
And that should be it.
84.
Fantastic. Okay, so with that, just huge fireball against the chest. You can see pieces of stone just flying off. It flies into the edge of the Colosseum as it tips back and goes backwards because you hit it with so much force. Right? You're going to have to do an athletics check because you just flew into a bunch of stuff. Your athletics has to be at least an 18 to get out of the way of the back of the cat.
11.
Okay, didn't work. So you take 20 points of damage as you are slammed into the Colosseum playing your flute. All right, and so with that, you do notice something. So you guys give me let's do perception check. Yeah.
18.
17.
17.
Okay, fantastic. You guys know that
13.
once it fell backwards and it's upside down, not only is it prone, which means you have advantage to everything, but number 2, the jewel kind of is kind of a little bit out. It's now kind of like opened itself, and it's kind of like it looks like someone could just almost rip it out. All right, now it is your turn, Flaming Squirrel.
Y'all got a clutch.
Oh no, it's your turn. Sorry, I just totally lied to you. I lied to the audience.
What could my animal handling skill do?
You could make a relationship with it if you wanted to, and you could talk to it and see if it would just like barf up the gym.
Including the 2 of us who are inside of it.
Yes,
now.
all of you would be like.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
hey, I need Mike Neal to the office, please.
Okay, cool. Class is over in 1 minute, and I'll send him that way.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks. Okay, cool. So now we're back. Okay, so you talk to it with its animal handling. Go ahead and roll your d20 and tell me what you get.
Or I could do a wild shape.
Oh, okay. You can become any sort of animal you want to. What animal would you like to? You would have to be able to see it, so you can't just like do unicorn or something. But what would you like to wild shape into?
I was thinking either the cat or the flaming squirrel.
Fantastic. Well, you can see the flaming squirrel. So now it's like there are now 2 flaming squirrels, which is awesome. It is the duo of flaming squirrels.
I like this.
All right, fantastic. So as you guys are both flaming squirrels, what would you like to do too? Because you now have an action still to do.
Try to like fly in or something.
Okay, what about my animal handling skill now?
You can still talk to him as a flaming squirrel, yeah. Okay, cool. So what would you like to say to him?
Thanks for sparing me.
Because he's still being held open by Landon. Okay, good. Now Flaming Squirrel. Flaming Squirrel 2.
I want to give it severe heartburn. I want to fly in its mouth and do a fireball.
And not get the gem?
You're just gonna like try to like destroy the gem,
Wait,
but
do I still have my
like
strength stat as the flaming squirrel?
yes.
Oh, okay. Then can I try to pry the gem?
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll your d20 and tell me what you get with your strength stat.
13.
Fantastic. With the 13, we will figure out tomorrow on our episode of Dungeons and Dragons as we
15.
figure out.
Actually, I lied.
15. All right, we'll check out tomorrow what happens.